Oh my gosh. That's all I can say for the sign of Aquarius. There is some major information coming in for you where things are getting ready to change. Let's take a look at the sun, moon, rising, and all placements of Aquarius for the month of January. Now, I keep hearing that there's just this powerful energy. Those of you who have been put on hold are getting ready to be released. That means if you've been sitting idle, and I know a lot of you have been, I'm a fellow Aquarian, where you may have been feeling it's time to go, but not really feeling it, that in between stage. You've been underneath this temperance energy, and now it's time for you to start looking for the synchronicities. You're going to see them. The timing is going to be just perfect. Some of you, as we look at your foundation, you have been going through a lot. This holiday season may have brought up a lot of emotional and that final cleanse, the final acceptance for some of you, and some of you just admiring is the word that I hear, being alone for the holiday and doing it your way. The first time I was alone for my holiday, I did it my way. I cooked the food that I wanted, and I started with dessert, by the way, because I am an empath and we do have a tendency to have a sweet tooth, but I did it different and I did it my way. So it's like admiring yourself for all of the strength and courage and everything that you've been through. But boy, when it comes to your foundation, there is massive growth for our Aquarian in general. Now, this is going to be your birthday month, but it's also going to be a very good month when it comes to your foundation. You've been going through a lot. You have the Four of Pentacles and you have the Five of Pentacles, which is what I was just talking about, right? Feeling blocked, feeling stuck, feeling the lack of family, feeling the lack of friends, feeling the lack of finances. But there is this big, huge, it's not a rainbow, it's a rainbow of gold. And in the gold, there's two different colors. Well, three actually. This rainbow that I'm seeing around Aquarius is a rainbow of the gold. There's a little bit of a bronze and there's a little bit of a brighter yellow in it. If you've been seeing a rainbow, maybe driving down the street, maybe it's on a street sign, maybe you just saw a movie where that rainbow is in, or if you're lucky enough, you saw it over the ocean or wherever is near you. But let us know, okay, this rainbow is signifying that something major is coming in for this sign of Aquarius. And it's going to be very, very, very positive. Again, it's kind of like the reward because you've been through so much with this Ten of Swords, feeling like you just really went through a lot. And that's part of the sign of Aquarius. You are a humanitarian, which means you have to understand whatever your soul purpose is, you have to understand it forward and backwards. If you're going to talk about domestic violence, then you need to understand what it's about. So you may have been involved in those situations. If you're going to talk about building Habitat for Humanity, you may have been without that lack. Okay, so all of these that you've been through have to do with your true spiritual soul purpose, and you are getting ready to explode because temperance has had you in this holding pattern for a while, and it is not fun. It is not. I've been there. Look, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's what I see, but it's the rainbow is this way when I see it, and it has those colors. So it's got the bronze, it's got the yellow. I mean, this is perfect, right? This is absolutely perfect. I said it before the card came out, and you saw me pull the card. There is a deep, deep connection within you, and that divine connection is what is going to connect you to other people. You're bringing in your ultra superpower and getting ready to use it in its highest form. Now, I know a lot of you have been feeling very tired when it comes to your foundation, tired of dealing with all of that. And you may have ended it even 2 years ago or longer. But it takes a while for us to acclimate what we went through, right? I was a single mom. I had 4 children when they're 10, almost 11 years between the two different sets of kids. When mine left, I just wanted to sit down and do freaking nothing for like a year because I was so tired because I did everything alone. I mean, we have to re-energize and it can take a while. But even more so, this is about you really bringing in all the spiritual power and gaining the knowledge and the wisdom to do your soul purpose. Now, if you don't know what that is, it is on the way, but it has everything to do with your foundation. We're going to go in deep on your foundation right now. This is what's behind the growth of our Aquarius. So we'll look at your foundation, your where you live, your finances, all of that. Then we're going to take a look at your family and friends, and we'll look at romance. I'll pull a word for the month, and then I'll give you the guided message at the end of the reading. When it comes to your foundation, oh my gosh, this is what I mean. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is having what you need when you need it, feeling joyful, feeling gratitude without any attachments. This is a beautiful place to be where you enjoy your life. Whether people have left you, hurt you, it doesn't matter anymore. You are allowing your heart to finally receive abundance. When we go through painful situations, we go through all the stages of grief, and it hurts and it shuts our heart down. And when our heart chakra is shut down, it blocks abundance. It blocks new opportunities. We may see it, especially for the highly intuitive Aquarian that you are. You may see it, you may feel it, you may know that it's coming, but it doesn't come yet. And that's where temperance came into play. Hold on, baby Aquarius, hold on, okay? It's not quite ready. Now that we're moving into the age of Aquarius, we're coming out of Piscean, moving into it, you're really going to grow, and you're going to start gaining emotional satisfaction, mental satisfaction, getting the knowledge that you need. And you may already have it, but it's going to be heightened as you move into January. Especially around the third week of January is what I'm seeing, the third week, where things are really going to start clicking for our Aquarians when it comes to your foundation. Now, I do see some of you are getting ready to, I feel it could be renovate. It may be buying a new home, but what I'm seeing is a house that needs work on it. So you may be purchasing a place to live that needs some TLC, and you're going to put that in. And when you put that in, you're just going to be like, all of a sudden, these creative ideas are going to spark. There you go, the magician. That's what I'm talking about. When you are working on this project, whether it's a new home, your home, you're going to reinvent yourself. For some of you, it isn't even your physical home, it's your physical body. Reinvent yourself. You're coming into a place of balance, and it is going to create this, what we call as human beings as miracles. But you know as well as I do that it's not really a miracle. It is part of what you're meant to have, and it's bringing it in. This is in your, if you had the Seven of Cups, it's one of those options, right? We have all these options around us that are meant for us in our journey, and you're going to be bringing that in. It's very, very good right after you are worn out. Now, whatever you're working on, especially if it is rendering a house in some way, purchasing a home that needs TLC, I'm hearing the word community. You might be even investing your time in a community project where it's building homes for habitat, and I'm seeing huts, okay, H-U-T-S, huts. This is going to wear you out, but you know that it's for the right reason. You're investing your time wisely, but it is wearing you out on a physical level. This is physical. Where, you know, like when you remodel a house, it's a lot of work. It is moving the ladders around, hammering a nail, and whatever you need to do, pulling sinks out, all of that kind of stuff is a lot of work, and it is physically draining. But you have enough to keep going. So even if you're in a home, an apartment, a condo, and not really doing the physical work, painting may be part of what you're doing, but creating a space, creating a haven that is just for you so that you can always get back into the mind, body, and soul within. This is going to be very, very powerful for those of you that fall under this category. One, is going to be the number that you're going to see a lot in the month of January. Now, that could be 1111, it may be 1 itself. You may have a master number of 11. Let me know if that's you. But this is going to be amazing. You're number 1. You're rising up into a better place than you have been in a long time. Now, if you're an energy healer in your foundation, if you're an energy worker, work in healthcare, psychiatry, counseling, doctor, nutritionist, those are just the names that I'm seeing. But if you work in that type of healing of people, again, you're going to feel worn out, you're going to feel tired, but there's something very, very positive. Look, you have I saw this in the video. You have a new change, a new course and direction. If you got a certification to become somebody in one of those fields, it's going to be really good for you. You're moving into part of what is designated as an Aquarian energy. That means it is not going to fail you. If you don't like the direction you're going, I had somebody and I couldn't find it. I took a picture of it who posted that they're a massage therapist. I think they were an Aquarius. Let me know if this is you and you were worn out. Because sometimes what we do, like I got worn out doing this. This is 8 years now. I'm moving into 8 years of doing this for you guys, and it is exhausting because I am tapping into it's out of my world, and it's remote viewing for a lot of people. It is draining when you do energy healing work, clearing, energy chakra work. All of this is very energetically draining. And you have to, because you're working on people who are not on the same level. And because you're a healer, much like a hairdresser, people talk to you. They share everything. You're an Aquarian, so they share everything with you. A lot of you are empaths. You are natural born healers. You can change your destiny at any point. She was a massage therapist, my darling. You can change that course direction. Do something different, but keep it underneath the umbrella that makes sure that it feels right inside your soul, right? So maybe instead of doing massage, you start doing long distance energy clearing, and that works much better for you. You'll know how that works, right? You're changing your destiny when it comes to your foundation. You are creating a world that I'm seeing multiple, five different directions, which I just said for another reading for January as well. 5 different directions. This is people coming in to help you, number 1. Money and resources coming in, number 2. Investments coming in, number 3. So it's 5 different avenues, whatever those avenues are for you. These 5 avenues are going to actually help pick you up so that you can march forward into a whirlwind of success. And I'm talking massive. If you're stepping into the public eye, you are going to be noticed. If you're a teacher, if you're a minister, if you're a preacher, if you are a leader, a counselor, people are going to listen to you. If you felt unnoticed because of everything that you went through in the very beginning of this reading, you're going to be noticed and you will be heard. So make sure the information you're giving is truthful information, not just, I took a 1-hour speed course. Don't do that, because these people are going to believe you, and you as an Aquarian, you're going to feel really bad if it isn't the full-blown picture. Remember how analytical our Aquarians are. You dive in deep, so make sure that you understand what you are sending to other people. There's a sense of excitement when it comes to your foundation. So I do see pentacles dropping. 1, 2, I see about 3, 4, possibly 5 pentacles dropping. Again, that could be those 5 different avenues that I was just talking about. But this has to do with feeling safe and secure with your income source, all right? Some of you have been planning, making plans on investing your money, making plans on relocating is a big one for a lot of Aquarians. Now, if you didn't know, I am an Aquarian and I just came over to Europe and I am experiencing Europe from a different angle. I wanted to see it in its entirety before it changes, right? That's been my life dream And so I'm had to work really hard and it's all paying off. That's what's coming in for Aquarius. It doesn't mean you're going to come here to Spain. It means that you're going to move forward in the direction that you've been wanting since childhood, since young adulthood. This is a plan that you had in place, and I feel there were a lot of detours along the way. And those detours, again, were teaching you. They were lessons, divine spiritual lessons for you to embrace it in every aspect. So now it brings in the coins that I'm seeing come into our Aquarians. Now, for some of you, you may feel fine. You feel fine in money. You feel fine in every avenue, but there's still this sense of not being excited about life. That's going to change, and that's where the word excitement comes in. Make plans, get out there and start doing things different. Start a group of people who are walking in your neighborhood. Start a community of teaching English to people who don't speak English. Whatever it is, okay, you don't have to do those two. Whatever it is, start doing it. The action needs to be taken in the month of January, because this is going to carry you forward over the next 10 months. For some of you, it could be 10 years, depending on what's going on. Very, very positive, because abundance is coming in for you guys. Now, we're going to take a look at family and friends and see what's going on there, because a lot of this negativity had to do with your family and friends, and it was a fight that some of you thought you were never going to be able to conquer. Now, this is an internal fight, okay? I don't mean fighting with them. It's internally. Yeah, exactly. You got the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius may be very relevant in your story, in your life story. Whoever is around you in your family that carries this energy where you're like walking away going, I'm so done, or you already did. They had a lot of influence over you. Now, in spite of the icky that this particular individual may have done, and they did it in a very charming way where other people probably couldn't even tell that it was coming through to you in a different way. A manipulator, we're just going to call that, okay? But a manipulator was such charm that people believed this person, and you had to say no. Now, this person, although they may have hurt you, although they weren't emotionally satisfying, although there was something between the two of you, this person taught you to stand up in your public appearance. I hope this makes sense. Remember, just a minute ago, I'm talking about people standing as a public leader, being a healer. You're standing up, you're a counselor, you're talking to people. This person taught you how to do that. They gave you a value, even amongst all the ick, okay? But it had to be the journey that you went through so you could see the value of what this person gave you. So now you're saying, I am moving forward and I am leaving. Now, for some of you, this Queen of Wands may be somebody that you do love, and I just feel that it was really hard to walk away from this, kind of like a child and their parent. Well, a lot of people have a hard time walking away from somebody they love, whether it was programmed into them to stay with that person or choice. I feel with Aquarians, because you don't love everybody. You know a lot of people, you have a lot of acquaintances, but very few actual friends that you would consider true blue friends. And when it comes to love, you're very selective about who you love, and then you give everything you have to this person. That's what I feel has happened in this situation. So walking away from this person was a very big deal. It was a big deal, and it was very painful to you, probably much more than it was to this individual. There's something about this person. I definitely pick up Sagittarius. Again, it can be Aries, Leo, Sag, but I definitely pick up falsified. They made false accusations about you. They created stories about you, because remember, the Queen of Wands is a great storyteller. Right? They're excellent. They come and sit down, honey. Let's have a talk. Okay, let's talk. There's something powerful and magnetic about this individual where people listen to them, and I feel they did you wrong. So now that you've made the break, whether it was 5 years ago or 5 months ago. It is time to move forward in your own life and find your own soul family. And that's what I feel a lot of you are doing. Beautiful cards. They match exactly what I'm saying. Anxiety and fear over meeting new people, and you may have been feeling suppressed. I'm not quite sure. And we go through this, right? When you go through this journey, I'm not quite sure that I want to make friends. I kind of like being alone, but yet I kind of wonder if I will ever meet somebody. It would be nice to go shopping with somebody, or it'd be nice to have a laugh session where you laugh until you cry, or pee your pants. But there's that anxiety and fear of starting new relationships, of starting new soul families. And some of you are literally moving forward. You get this card. This is the Chariot, and the Chariot only comes out as a major arcana in the tarot. This is when you're in balance. Your mind and your heart are completely in balance. There's no more anger. It doesn't matter what somebody did in the past. You learn from it. You let it go. And you didn't say, oh, I wish you so much love. I wish you good things every day. No, because that's giving your power away to them, right? You wish for them to get whatever they're meant to have, and you turn around and you move forward. Now, only an Aquarian will understand what I'm saying. Other people say, that's so cold. It's not, and it puts you right in this position of power. A major arcana, a very powerful card, pulling back your power and saying, whoosh, I'm moving forward. And it is going to be absolutely wonderful because you have the Ace of Pentacles. All right. You're moving forward into a new career, into a new career path, into a new position, into a new location. Pentacles has to do with everything on the material plane, where you live, the community of people you're around, friendships, romance. This has to do with your security, your personal foundation. Because you decided enough, no matter how long you've been in a holding pattern, because you did this, now everything is in alignment. Now everything is like, okay, the timing's right. You might feel like you're on a horse getting ready to move forward, but nothing happens. And you took a nap. Well, now it's time to wake up from the nap, because this Ace of Pentacles is hitting really hard for Aquarians, and it's going to be incredible. Those of you who have not done the shadow work, I do urge you to do the shadow work. If you would like a copy of my book, let me know. And join me on Substack. I'll put that link up here, where I'm talking about timeline changes. That will be the writing that I'm posting in this reading. This is a powerful time for you to make these life changes, and they have been meant for you for quite some time. So when it comes to family and friends, the decision you made is perfect, regardless of how long it is taken for this movement to happen. Now let's take a look at romance, all right? Some of you, I see you're in a relationship with a lot of nagging. Nag, 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 nag. Whether you're nagging or they're nagging, I'm just being shown like a lot of nagging in this situation. You're ready to move on. Look at, you got the card, 2 cards of moving. I'm moving out of the 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords. I'm moving out of the negative mindset. That's the nagging. And I'm moving into something so much better. Again, a different deck, and you've got the Chariot card. That's what I'm talking about for Aquarius. Oh my gosh, this is a very powerful energy that's coming through for Aquarians for the month of January. And it is going to last a very long time for those of you who actually did do the work. Now, when it comes to this situation, some of you are definitely going to get divorced and you're going to go solo. All right, you're cutting ties, whether you're living with them, whether you're married to them. I just see a separation and you're going solo. 9 of Pentacles is an individual who is feeling good. By walking away from the, it's right here. It's in my throat chakra, where you don't get to speak your piece, or you're not being valued, you're not being heard, and the heart chakra, and it pulls me down. That's what I'm feeling for this particular section of the reading. Let me know if that's you. You may actually feel like something, like your throat's really, really tight, and you have something you want to say, and it may be, I gotta go, babe. I gotta go. I'm so done with you. But what you're doing, again, is you're moving into something calmer and smoother that is going to grow you into that beautiful Ace of Pentacles. Now, those of you who are single, you may have been attracted to a lot of people who come in and out, okay? Like you go out with somebody and it's like, oh, it's exciting. And then, no, it's not. It's just not exciting. You might even be so uninterested in romance that you aren't even looking. You're not even thinking about it. You've been focused on healing your spiritual bodies. You've been focused on clearing out these people. Really all about your own personal growth. And now that you're in a wonderful position, or you're moving into it in the month of January, somebody's going to show up at the right moment. Very gallantly showing up and saying, hey, hi, I saw you across the room. And they're going to approach you. I don't see, in the vision that I'm seeing and what I'm being told, they're going to approach you because you are going to be vibrating on such a high level, happy-go-lucky, probably shopping alone and enjoying that time alone where you really feel good and it radiates from you. This Knight of Wands, it could be an Aries, a Leo, or Sag, but it doesn't have to be. This is somebody who has a lot of passion. They're going to be so exciting to talk to. They're adventurous. They go on a lot of things. They do a lot of things in life that are going to be very interesting and captivate your mind as an intellectual. You're really going to love this person. This is going to be exciting. Now you are being guided. This is the card of Aries, okay? This little Fool card, you're being guided to allow things to flow naturally. This person is being brought into your life for a specific reason. For some of you, it will be if you decide to turn into a long-term relationship. That will never lose its vibrancy. It will always be exciting. Every single day, there'll be something. Even when you wake up and everything is calm, something will come through, whether it's a joke, whether it's laughter, or hey, babe, let's go do this. Planting trees in the garden. It doesn't matter. With this person, you're going to feel like you were the luckiest person in the world. Very, very powerful reading. And again, they walk up to you. This is out of the blue. I don't even see you. It doesn't matter your age. Okay. And if you're not interested in love, you don't have to post that going, I don't want love. You don't have to do that. Okay. Because you guys do that. And it's like, that's all you got out of the reading. Please listen to the whole 20 minutes again. But there's just this powerful energy. And you can see the resistance why they would do that. An entire reading, somebody saying, I don't want love. They actually do. Okay. So they're kidding themselves. Now, this is very, very positive. Let's pull your card for the month and then I'll give you the overall message, guided message. Oh, well, I don't like this card, but let's see what it really means. Nightmares. Okay, nightmares. Some of you may be having nightmares. You may be seeing images in your dreams. You may be awake and closing your eyes. I did this one night. This was back in, I believe it was August, and all of a sudden I saw this freaking lizard eye looking at me. And it was like, get away. And I know a lot of you know how to do that. Get back, get away. Okay, whether this is a nightmare or something else. This is based on inner fears because our inner fear create the nightmares. Nightmares don't have to be in a night's sleep. They can be in a day waking state where people come in and they scare us. Inner fears may have been showing up in your dreams. Remember, if you see something in your dreams that is nightmarish, that is a little bit frightening to you, some of you, it is romance, by the way. Frightening stuff, okay? It is your inner fears being tested by yourself. You test yourself, all right? The divine is through you, around you, and in you. Therefore, you are the one who keeps testing yourself. This beautiful test come in to say, am I ready? How far can I do this? Remember, if you're seeing dreams, it is simply a test to say, are you ready to step on a podium? Are you ready to move in a new direction? Whatever it may be. Now let me call in the guidance for our beautiful Aquarians. Aquarians, this is your time to shine. I am smiling because it is so exciting to feel this passion deep inside of our Aquarian. It is right in your belly where you know something's coming. You can feel it going from your stomach all the way through your chest, up in your throat and out, because you are a communicator. You were born to communicate, to help other people, to keep justice and order in place so that people respect boundaries, enforcing boundaries, whether you are a lawyer in the law field or a any leadership role. This is your time to start communicating. Speak out and be proud and speak strong on what you know is coming and how to work through it. You were born knowing that this time was coming in your life, regardless of how old you are. You were born knowing. Use the knowledge. Make sure you are stay in your mind, body, and soul. Because again, you are connected to the divine, the creator. The creator moves through you, it's in you, and you are the creator of your life. You have special guides and beautiful beings around you that will lift you up. You know you have them, you felt them before. Call upon me and my team, and we will bring you up to where you can go. All right, you guys, I hope this helps. I look forward to your messages. Much love and happy birthday.